Hello guys, in today's video I'm gonna talk about how you can get better at playing with Bo. So Bo is a brawler that can be played in almost every map and still be good at it, but there are also some like exceptions, like solo showdown, um, knockout. He can be played at knockout, but it's not that great of a pick, and like duos he's not that great also, but everywhere else you can always find a scenario where Bo will be good. And right now I'll show you like what are his presets, because there isn't like one in particular, there are two or more. Like the normal preset that I kinda rock most of the games is the tripwire star power, because it breaks walls. Um, on command, you can always you can like also stun people on command if you know where they'll go. You can just predict their movement and just stun them and deal much damage. You can also use the super totem if you're playing with champions that are not like charging their ultimates easily. I'm talking about like Angelo and maybe Mech. Mech, she charges her ultimate easily, but it will always be better if you have like a super totem beside her. But for star powers, it is also much dependent. If you are in a map where there are many bushes and you see difficulties with like seeing and you don't have like the vision gear, the circling eagle is by far the most OP um star power for Bo at these maps. But if you're playing with like brawlers that don't have um need for this utility, like Jean with vision gear, or you're playing with Buzz with the gadget that reveals the vision, there's no need to pick like the circling eagle, even though it's OP. um but Snare Bear is, I think, the better star power for most of the scenarios, because the stun, the 2 second stun, you'll be able to like kill almost everyone in these 2 seconds, even with your free autos, because you deal much damage with Bow. But for gears, I always like to rock the speed plus shield gear, even though you can always change the speed gear for the reload gear. But I think for those bushy maps, and I have bought it for the bushy maps, for the bushy maps you really need the speed gear, because you have division from snare, from circling eagle, and when you have the movement speed you can always run away from all these bad people. So I'm going right now into the training grounds and I'll show you some of Bow's combos that you might try, and I'll show you like some tips and tricks for Bow. So, the attack pattern of Bow is really not that complicated. Complicating. You can always see that when I'm ordering to a steel target, but I'm running to the right, there's always an arrow which will miss. Even if I'm far to the right, there's also always a single arrow that will miss. And if you need to go to right, to the right side, and to want to hit it, you want to aim a little bit to the left, so um like this. Okay, like this, and you'll be able to hit your free attacks. But if you're walking from the right to the left, you'll always be able to hit with your arrows. It doesn't really matter from where you're going to. It just because of the attack pattern, because Bow shoots from left to right, and when you're going from left to right, there's always an arrow which will escape. But you can always throw an ultimate which will do some damage, and after that, like when you stun your target, you always be able to like hit it. um just walk from the right to left. I will show you again. Just walk from the right to left and you'll be able to blitz in 0 seconds. There's also a thing that you can do. You can just put your bomb somewhere and you can see that I just activated one of my bombs, and these two bombs are waiting for a target to come. So you can see that if I pop the bomb, this bomb will hit these two, and this bomb will hit only this one. So we can pop it, and we saw that we dealt a big amount of damage. So I'll again put these put the switch in here, and I'll show you. If we press on the gadget, we'll be able to hit all these two. So again, okay, so it's kind of out of the range, I'm sorry, but yeah, you found out what I was talking about. So you can always place it in a choke point, and it can be like in a corner of a wall, so the people won't expect it, because you can always dodge both mines, like you can go around and dodge them. But if you see that they're coming beside the choke point and they won't like step on the mine, you can always like pop your gadget and stun them, and after that, as I told you, you can just auto them to death, because both auto attack it is really OP, because like the range of these arrows and the amount of them, it's like, I think that yeah, they're like 3 arrows. Even if you're shooting from max range, you do so much damage, and it's like, I think it's kind of even harder to miss when you're from max range. Yeah. But yeah, these were the tips and tricks for a bow. I really hope that I've helped you with this video. Please like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.